very much. Well, good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Lovely to be back in this club, a lovely club. I nearly didn't make it though, I gotta be honest. I went to a party last night, and my best mate, he's a bit of an idiot. He had one of those party poppers, you know? And he popped the party popper. That's a mouthful, isn't it? You can't say that 4 times, can you? Especially when you're drunk. He popped the party popper too close to his eyes, and he lost both of his eyelids. I'm from Carmarthen in West Wales. You're from Carmarthen? Swansea? Nowhere near them. So, I rushed him up to Swansea, funny enough, to Morrison Hospital. Plastic surgery. It's amazing what they can do nowadays, isn't it? Do you know what they done? They circumcised him, and then give him some beautiful new eyelids. Oh, he's a bit cockeyed, but he's alright. Any fans of Mr. Johnny Cash in? Do you know, I was 25 before I knew Johnny Cash wasn't the change from the Durex machine, but that's a different matter, isn't it? The first song I'm going to do is from, before I do that, is there any single ladies in tonight? Where's the single ladies? I'm single again. Oh, do you know, I always say the wrong things to women, I do. I'll give you an example. My last girlfriend, she turned to me and she said, Neil, she said, do you think my appendix scar looks ugly? Apparently your tits cover it, isn't the answer she was looking for. Yeah. My other girlfriend, she came home one day, she passed her driving test, 14 attempts. She came home, she said, Neil, I passed my driving test. Fantastic, I said, I tell you what, I'm going to treat you. I said, what would you like? Oh, she said, just give me something cheap to run around in. So I bought her a pair of trainers from Aldi's. Yeah. Now this... The three at the back there on the balcony, they're unnerving me a bit. I can't decide whether they look like the judges of Britain's Got Talent or those couple of them Muppets, I don't know. I really don't know, I don't. Oh, I tell you. Hey, are they birthdays? Who's a birthday? It was mine yesterday. Yeah. Well, I haven't really got a birthday this year because I'm a leap year baby, you see. Yes. So I celebrate on the 28th, I do. Well, happy birthday, love. I don't ask your age. How much do you weigh? No, I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing. Has anybody been to the movies, to the cinema recently? Well, I went to the cinema last week. First time I've been in years and years and years, right? And from where I'm from in Carmarthen, there's a well-known farmer. And he's got a pet cockerel. And he takes his pet cockerel everywhere. Well, apparently the night before I went, he tried to get in the cinema with his cockerel. So he went to the ticket booth, and the bloke said, you can't come in here with that. He said, no animals. He said, but he's my pet, he comes everywhere. He said, I don't care. So what the farmer done, right, he went outside, right? And you know the farmer got the baggy old trousers and made with a bit of twine? Well, he stuffed it down his trousers, see? So he went back in, he said, can I come in now? He said, yes, you can. Oh, good, he said. So in he went. Anyway, he sat in the cinema. 2 old ladies sat next to him. Oh, must have been 85, 90, bless them. Agnes and Mildred. So the lights go off now for the film. Well, after about 5 minutes, this cockerel started to get a bit restless. So what the farmer done, he just undone his zip, so the cockerel could pop his head out, you see. Well, another 5 minutes went by. Well, Agnes, who was sat right next to him, she looked across. Oh, Jesus. She nudged Mildred. Mildred, she said. Mildred said, what's wrong, Agnes? This one next to me, he's a bloody pervert. She said, what do you mean? Well, I've just looked across now, and he's got his thing out. And Mildred said, well, Mildred, we're in our 80s, we've seen it all before. Yeah, she said, but this one's eating my bloody popcorn. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I gotta tell you what happened to me. Another thing happened to me last week. I had a day off work last week. I got a day job and I had a day off work. I thought, what should I do today? Because I normally spend it in bed because I'm lazy, to be honest. But I thought, I know, I'll go to Swansea. Swansea. Who's from Swansea? You were from Swansea. But I thought, I'll go Swansea shopping. I haven't been Swansea shopping since I don't know when. But I thought, I don't want to go in the car because I take the car everywhere. So what I done, I jumped on the bus in Carmarthen. And I jumped on the bus in Carmarthen. A couple of stops later, this young lady got on the bus with a baby, about 9 months old. And she sat opposite me. And she started to feed the baby. Naturally, you know, on the breast, you know. Well, I could hear her whispering to her baby, look, she said, if you don't drink it, and I'll give it to the lovely man with him. She said it again. Look, she said, if you don't drink it, the lovely man with him will want it. Yes, I will. Oh. Well, this went on for ages. And then she turned to the baby, she said, this is the last time I'm telling you. If you don't drink it, I'm going to give it to the lovely man there. Well, I'd had enough at that point. I stood up. I said, look, love, I said, can you make your mind up? I was supposed to get off or stop soon. You know. Do you know, I can't stop doing that. I actually went to the doctor to see about it. He said, what's wrong, Neil? I said, well, I keep acting like a nun. Oh, don't worry, he said, it's only a bad habit. No, I went to the doctor. I've been putting on a bit of weight, you know, and I don't know why. So the good news is I have had a diagnosis. I've been told that the one was overactive. What do you call them? Knife and fork, you got it, that's it. This isn't the chase, mate, it's not the chase. He said, can you touch your toes, Neil? I said, touch them, I haven't seen them for 5 years, I don't touch them. Now, I don't know about your doctors, but our doctors is very impersonal, right? I'll tell you what I mean now, right? Our doctors, you go in, I mean, you're lucky to get to see the doctor nowadays. But our doctors, right, you've got a bench, and you sit on the bench by her, and only about 2 feet opposite, you've got another bench facing you. Well, I was sat on the bench, this woman came down, she sat down, bless her, she must have been 90. She sat down opposite me. I couldn't help but notice, because she had a bit of a short skirt when I was riding up. She had a lettuce sticking out of her knickers. So I turned to her, I said, oh my God, love, I said, that looks painful. Oh, she said, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Oh, I tell you. No, but it's lovely to be here, I tell you what. Most of my work is actually up the valleys. And I was up the valleys last week. And I got talking to this bloke, right? He was 6'5", 25 stone. He was bloody massive. And I said, hello buddy, I'm Neil. He said, I'm Di. I said, nice to meet you, Di. Stood next to him was another fella, 6'5", 25 stone again. I turned to Di, I said, Di, who's this other fella with you? Oh, he said, that's one of my triplet brothers, Robin. Oh, I said, hello Robin, nice to meet you. Stood next to them was another bloke, 5'2", 7.5 stone soaking wet. I turned to Di, I said, Di, who's this other fella with you? He said, that's my other triplet brother. We call him Tat. I said, what do you call him? We call him Tat. Oh. I said, the three of you are triplets, Di? Ah, yes, he said. I said, well, do you mind me asking? I said, not being rude, but how come you and Robin are so big and Tat is so small? No, he said, I'll tell you. When we were babies, we were breastfed. Me and Robin had one, there was no tit for tat. Oh, what a lovely crowd in here. Lovely. Can I come back next week? I tell you what. But hey, last week, the compere was telling me, last week there was 2 women in here who will not be named, okay? Will not be named. But last week, apparently, they had too many sherbets. And they're walking home in the pitch black. And one turned to the other and she said, oh my God, she said, I wish I'd gone to the toilet before leaving the club. I'm busting for a wee. And the other one said, and I am. So it's pitch black, right? And what they've done, they see a little wall about 2 foot, 3 foot high maybe. They jumped over this wall, right? Well, they only landed in the bloody cemetery, didn't they? So the girl said, well, I know it's not right, but we got to do our business. If you got to go, you got to go now. So as you girls do, they just squatted down and... Anyway, while they're doing their business, one said to that, oh my God, she said, we got no toilet paper to wipe. One said, no problem, she said, I'm going to use my knickers. So I'm not the rude comedian. So she grabbed the knickers and she gave herself a tidy and she threw them. The other one said, I thought I was going to get lucky in the club tonight. I didn't wear any knickers out. So what she done, she reached across in the cemetery. She could feel a bouquet of flowers. There was something on the bouquet of flowers. So she grabbed that and she gave herself a tidy up. Anyway, next morning the two boyfriends are talking. And the one boyfriend said to the other, he said, I tell you what, he said, my girlfriend's not going to risk a top club with yours again. Why not? He said, I woke up this morning, she's outdoors. I bought her some brand new knickers yesterday, which she wore out last night. I can't find them anywhere now. The other boyfriend said, you think you've got problems? He said, I woke up this morning, she's outdoors on the bed, spread eagle. There's a note between her legs, saying from all the boys at the fire station, we'll never forget you. Like I say, I'm single, but my last girlfriend, I bought my last girlfriend a lovely present. I bought her one of those pug dogs, you know. I took it home. Oh, you should have seen the little bulging eyes and the little squashed nose and all the wrinkles on the skin. The dog was cute, you know. You know. Oh, well, Risca, I come to the end of the first half. Have you enjoyed the first half?
That last one.
Apart from the last one, eh? Well, what I'd like to do now, if you don't mind, I had a bit of bad news last week, to be honest. My best mate last week fell off a ladder, 30 foot, straight onto some railings below, between his legs. And he punctured one of his testicles. So they took him up, the hospital in Kilmarnock is called Glangwili. They took, that's not a joke, it is called Glangwili. They took him up Glangwili Hospital and they put him on one of these intravenous antibiotics, you know. But last night the surgeon went round and he said, Mr. Jones, he said, I got some bad news. He said, the testicle is too far gone, it's too infected. He said, we're going to take you now up to surgery. We're going to take out the infected testicle and we're going to put a false one in for you. So I went to see him this afternoon, just before coming up here. I went up to see him and I said, how are you doing? He said, I'm a bit sore. I said, well, you will be. He said, where are you tonight? Oh, I said, I'm all the way up in Risca. Oh, he said, nice club. I said, I've been there once before. I said, lovely, yeah. He said, do you think they would mind if you dedicated a song to me because I'm a bit under the weather? So, Risca, totally up to you. I understand if you don't, but do you mind if I dedicate this next song to my mate who, like I say, has had a... What are you laughing at? Who's had a false testicle fitted last night. Is that alright? Thank you very much, that means a lot. It's a little song called Rubber Ball. Are we in the mood for dancing? Yeah. Oh, before he starts, we got a Scotsman in the room tonight. He was talking to me at half time. We got a Scotsman here. Where are you from in Scotland? Where? Fife. That's where the bananas come from, isn't it? Yeah, I know. But talking about Scotsman, I gotta tell you this, right? Because my best mate is Scottish, right? And he was up in court last week. And I gotta tell you what he's accused of. I don't want to be rude, right? But my Scottish mate was accused last week up in court of having, how can I put this? He was accused of having an intimate relationship with a cat. That's what he was accused of. But the judge threw it straight out. He said, no Scotsman I know will put anything in the kitty. And that's true, that is.